Vikas, have you ever seen anything like the startup Mahakumbh before?
No, honestly, no. But I tell you, the energy here is remarkable. And to think that this is the first time that it's being done,
You will say that startup Mahakumbh is a startup then.
absolutely. And I think put in place a template.
Are you
portfolio.
60 under 60, 60 above 60?
I'm above 60, right?
And your portfolio is above 60?
I am 63 years old. My portfolio
Is
bigger
63?
Is bigger than me.
73? 83?
Is 104.
Oh,
You want the
wow.
number?
You've
There you
hit
get
the
it.
century then.
That's true. In startups, doesn't make you rich. It's what rich people do. Angel investment is about investing in prospective sunrise sectors and the winning ventures in that. Fundamental thesis that you will invest in any startup, according to me, is that it's a partnership between you and the founding team. The best source of funds is from your customers, right? The role of an angel investor is to make available to the founder that bridge money which he doesn't have from paying customers today.
I've got Vikas Kuthiala with me. Vikas is an angel investor and has seen the startup ecosystem now for several years. Vikas, have you ever seen anything like the startup Mahakumbh before?
No, honestly, no. I've been to many events, Archana, over the last 15 years, India, overseas, wherever. But I tell you, the energy here is remarkable. And to think that this is the first time that it's being done, it has all the elements of a startup ecosystem together. There are founders, there are VCs, there are investors. There's so much of energy. And to think that the small team that you are, I know, were able to pull this off in a few weeks is remarkable. I think what you have done here is you have achieved that only paranoid can succeed. Because you guys were so focused. No, I'm being honest. You were so focused in getting it done that there was no distraction. And therefore you were moving in the same direction with a very clear purpose of getting it done, and you did it.
So you will say that startup Mahakumbh is a startup then.
Absolutely. And I think put in place a template from where this can only get bigger and better. And I tell you, look, we are a young country. We are a country of very vibrant, youthful, energetic, enterprising people, right? And these kind of events brings it all together as a showcase to the world, but more to bring our energies together. So I think India has the right in the world to host an event which is the biggest and the best in quality because we have all the elements. Where else can you find this energy that you find in India? So I think if the template is there, you make it bigger next year, make it international next year, and I'm sure you guys will have the pulling power of bringing in all the global stakeholders of not just India, but a global startup ecosystem.
I agree. So let's just talk about your investments, Vikas. What is it that you're looking at right now? I mean, what are you investing in and why?
So, I have a largest portfolio which has been built over
How
many
large?
years. Somebody published my name saying I'm one of the top 10 in the country, which I don't think is true. But yeah, it's a 3-figure
Are you
portfolio.
60 under 60, 60 above 60?
I'm above 60, right?
And your portfolio is above 60?
I am 63 years old. My portfolio
Is
bigger
63?
is bigger than me.
73? 83?
Is 104.
Oh,
You want the
wow.
number?
You've
There you
hit
get
the
it.
century then.
That's true.
So double
whatever-
century?
Double century, well, I hope that the exits and the returns will pave the way for a future bigger pipeline, right? I've been investing for a long time. I've had some very good, happy exits, I must say, which is what keeps me going. But I'm not here for the traditional reasons of making money. As I often say,
Because you're wealthy, so you don't care about money coming back.
No.
Be honest.
I mean, in startups, doesn't make you rich. It's what rich people do.
So you're rich.
No, I mean...
Therefore, you do 100 startups.
You have to put some money aside with which you think that you can make an impact in society for yourself. So if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, then you should be heading into the job street.
Oh, that way. So what are you looking at this year? Is there any particular focus? Is there something that's interesting you?
So, you see, I come from the traditional sectors, right, of investment, and I really have to run very fast to keep up with times, because angel investment is about investing in prospective sunrise sectors and the winning ventures in that. But if the sectors themselves are running far away from your core, then you really have to run fast to keep up with it. So when one is looking at AI, looking at space tech, cyber securities, these aren't my domains. But because I have been investing for a very long time, because I have an extensive network of many other trusted people, so I think in the current business cycle, I probably will rely on their diligence in identifying the winners, and maybe not take lead in investing, but following them, but keeping in the game.
But I don't think you need to be, you can't possibly be an expert in a sunrise or a new sector, right? So I think the way I would see investment is where you understand the founder mindset better than just the domain, in a sense, because every domain has very, very deep nuances, which I don't think any investor can be on top of every domain and the nuance of that domain, right? I feel that it's important to really understand the motivations of the founder and and a broad understanding of the domain. I mean, you've got to know what it means to be AI, for example.
No, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. But the fundamental principle, in my mind, doesn't change. The fundamental thesis that you will invest in any startup, according to me, is that it's a partnership between you and the founding team. And you have to get together and say, if we pool our resources, you've got the idea, the energy, the passion, the skills to invest, build a team, understand the market, right? And pooling your resources with mine as a partner, are we in a position to say that we are collectively enhancing the earning power of the venture in the future more than any other route that you have in hand?
Because lots of words, but are we investing together or not now?
Yeah, we are investing together.
Tell me, which is the most interesting company you're looking at that we can do together?
Well, actually, I go back to what Sanjeev has often said over the years.
Sanjeev?
Big Chandani. There is only one.
When you say Sanjeev, make it Big Chandani.
It is.
It's Big Chandani.
Is a noun.
Is a noun.
In the ecosystem,
Got it.
Right? So he often has said that, the best source of funds is from your customers, right? The role of an angel investor is to make available to the founder that bridge money which he doesn't have from paying customers today, but you collectively have the confidence are going to be there. You can see them, they are there. So that money is bringing you closer by enhancing the earning power of your venture, by pooling your resources as partners so that you get the customer's money.
But you've not answered my question. What deal are we going to do together now?
What deal are we going to do?
Are you looking at something interesting that we can do together?
Well, yes.
What?
We
Tell
are.
me.
I am. I think there are 3 deals that I have currently.
In which
one is in SaaS, right? B2B SaaS. So this is...
Is there still juice in SaaS?
Yeah. Okay. So again, you see, and I've heard you say this very often, that look beyond the headline, right? When you say SaaS, you straight away fly off that SaaS means tech, means scale.
And the US market. It means
the US
that.
market. And so, but the honest truth about building SaaS today is exactly what Sanjeev said about a few minutes ago.
Big Chandani again.
The noun, right?
The noun.
About how Naukri did it. Feet on street. So this venture has identified a SaaS platform, which I would say is the first entry level sales productivity tool for a SaaS company. Salesforce is not going to go that deep down to find these customers, right? These customers are not going to, work their way into a Salesforce kind of product.
They don't care. Yeah.
It's too complex.
And they don't care about that customer.
And it's too big, right? It's too big. But there is room for someone to do a simple DIY product for the MSME with feet on street. So this company, I've been mentoring them for 2 years now, right? They've had 3 pivots. The last pivot seems to have got them in a nice place that they are now growing 50% month on month.
Ooh.
This month, they will close at 20 lakh rupees of net revenue.
Oh, good. Sure.
And exactly what Sanjeev said, the noun said,
The down.
that by the 3rd or the 4th month, a feet on street is able to pay for himself.
Okay, which is the second company you're looking at?
The second company I am looking at, again, it is a DMS, Distribution Management System. Do you know that?
I know nothing. I'm a VC.
No, again. Well, I mean, yet you judge and you decide
Of
and you
course.
change people's lives.
That's our job. Know nothing, but do everything.
You see, in the FMCG industry, DMS stack is very well structured, very well built. So you are sitting like a large multinational company, like a Nestle, Hindustan Lever, Britannia, Cadbury's. You are able to track down with the current distribution management systems to identify tertiary level sales. Which
Oh,
means
wow.
you have sold to
Wow.
a distributor,
Yeah.
you sold to a retailer, and you are now able to track what the retailer has sold. You know, the barcoding, the tech, everything. There are ways of collecting data. The same thing holds true for the financial services industry. They've got a digital footprint all over the place. But there is a very large, underserved, unserved, again MSME, distribution sector, where they have no visibility about industrial products. They have no visibility what is happening to their product. A lot of companies, they are selling machinery and heavy equipment where each unit is costing 10-12 lakh rupees, yet they have no visibility of which machine is selling where, lying where, into the warehouse, distributor, or the client and the customer. So therefore, this company has demonstrated, again, very powerfully, that they are able to provide a platform where they have complete visibility, management, and the data of their pipeline. Now, 2 exciting things have happened with them, right? One is that this very company is a multinational company, has immediately offered to take them global in 3 phases. Asia Pacific now, and the rest of the world later over the next 1 year. That one account alone is going to give them $500,000 of revenue.
Oh, wow.
One account.
Wow.
First customer.
Wow.
Right? Second opportunity which they are now working on is that now they're able to demonstrate that all these companies, distributors and dealers and agents have data, have record, and they have a ripe balance sheet to give them credit. So they are talking to a financial services company who are now willing to partner with them and in one shot bring them 100 prospective customers.
Wow.
And they can give loans.
That's
to
a
10 to
dream
50.
run. If
So
you
therefore,
can, yeah.
So now, and my objective always has been, guys, how fast is it that you can wean yourself away from external capital, right? So therefore, going back to what it was, that here's the capital, what is the minimum amount you need to get to the point where your customers are paying. So I am underwriting your ability to get customers that you don't have today but will have in future. That's the thesis.
I think that's a good thesis to have, and I think capital efficient businesses are the best.
So therefore
businesses.
identify, therefore that forces you to quantify how much do I need to spend, what's going to be my CAC, how many customers do I need before I can get, cash neutral. And therefore the whole aspect is that any business, is based on a stack of 2 things. One that is your knowledge book, and one is your assumptions. Your job as a founder is to be very clear that the stack of premises on which your business rests, what is your knowledge, what are the axioms and rules and your equity, and what are your assumptions. So when you are taking a business action on a forecast, and based on the outcome and the variation, you say, ye wali assumption जो है ये गलत थी, इसको ठीक करो, and go on converting your assumptions into knowledge equity and add new assumptions, because new assumptions are important for you to leap further, grow more, and the knowledge book is important for you to become a cash cow.
Great. I think great insights and thank you.
तीसरा तो पूछा ही नहीं आपने।
अरे वो ऑफलाइन पूछूंगी, सब ज्ञान यहाँ पे दे देंगे तो then
कोई और आके डील ले जाएगा।
Exactly, we can't let that happen, right? We have to close these deals.
But the third guy does not need money. In fact, we can become a VC with that money.
What?
Yes.
What is this?
This is a company which is called Global Assure Assistance Services. With I am the only principal investor and the founder. So I'm also a co-founder. And in 3 years, he has been able to, this guy, 3.5 years, this guy has built a company. Today, his top line is, guess how much?
100 million.
100 crore rupees.
Ooh.
And he's making 14% EBITDA.
Ooh.
And is sitting on 20 crore cash.
Ooh.
हमें पता नहीं इसका कैश का करेंगे।
LP बन जाए फिर?
हमें पता ही नहीं क्या करेंगे उसका।
Come become an LP.
बात करें।
Let me invite you to be an LP. All right. Thank you so much, Vikas. It was great chatting with you as always, and we should do all these deals.